So this is the third one we found. M4A1, basically brand new. This one's got a little bit more use, which is alarming. These are coming from FN. The barrel is loose. I mean, you're not gonna see it on the camera, but there is play between the upper and the barrel. I also immediately noticed that the lower handguard, that's not just the pistol grip, you can see the whole rail is moving in there. And the little ring clamp here is bent out of position. So I'm gonna do some fixes. Here's how you do this, by the way. So to get that lower handguard off, you pull the slip ring back, or your delta ring assembly if you want to be like that, and it pops out this way. The top one, you need to get the screw all the way out, loose, pull back, lift out, and the whole handguard comes off. Now we can see, well, probably not for you, but there is play. That barrel nut does feel a little bit loose. So first thing I'm going to do is just knock this back into shape real quick. Brass drift and a hammer. A little bit on either side. Okay, now it's bent a little bit extra, which will help retain that handguard. Next, we're gonna have to knock out the gas tank. So we'll step over to my office. Alright, use the bench block. So, gas tube spring pins right here, right? In order to adjust this barrel nut here, the gas tube has to come out, so we're gonna knock out that spring pin first. Which is pretty easy to do. This one's a little dirty, so it's gonna take a little more effort than normal. You see it's kind of grimy. Place it there so we don't lose it. Okay, now gas tube. If I can get a purchase on it. See, sometimes they get kind of dirty. Give you a little bit of trouble. I have to get the pliers. Give me 1 second. Okay. I'm using pliers, hard tool steel on anything that's going to be a little softer.
Do you want to put the cloth over it?
You can. It's going to slide a lot and it'll still scratch. But see, it's just sliding over. Oh, there we go. No, that's working. Just got to get that out of the gas block. Which, if you don't know, the gas block is your A-frame or your front sight assembly and all that is attached.
Which slides in right there.
So there's a little hole right in there. The gas tube seats in. So slide that gas tube out and you can see just how dirty that damn thing is. This little hole on the top, that's where your spring pin sits. So hold and retain the gas pin, or the gas tube. So now we got that out. Take a look. There's a little bit of play on this one. This one's actually tighter than the other ones were.
But still.
But the other ones were not even hand tight. They were just completely loose. So now, go to our ejection port, grab our bench block here, or receiver block. Which clamps the receiver so you don't damage it. And these are the bench blocks, or vice blocks. I'm only using these. You don't really have to. I'm just using them because my receiver block's getting all jacked up from the vise. Nice and tight. Okay. Now, you got just a little bit of play in there, which tells me that's not all the way on. So what I'm going to do is first remove the barrel nut.
Do Do you know what the torque is for that?
The torque is 30 to 80 foot-pounds, so it's not a lot.
But it is
Basically
also a wide range.
Yes, the correct way to do this would be to use a torque wrench to make sure you get in that range. But if you just give it force, I mean, really when these assemble on, it's gonna be tight.
Should be.
So as long as it's tight, you're in that torque range. That was super loose. So there's some cosmoline on the barrel extension. A lot of carbon. But, I mean, you could see that, I'm sure, that took no effort to break loose. I mean, it was finger tight at least. But, like we just said, it's supposed to be torqued down. So, just take our rag and kind of clean these threads up a little bit before we reassemble. It's kind of an inherent task, right? If you're doing anything like this, wipe stuff down as you go. Instead of putting it back together dirty and nasty.
Could we add Loctite to this?
I think some people do on civilian rifle builds, and there's probably companies that do. The tech manual for a military or Army M4A1 does not say to do so, so we're not going to. The way this works, right? You got a soft aluminum receiver and hardened steel parts threading onto that aluminum receiver. So when you tighten this down and torque it, it's stretching these threads out and filling the gaps. So you shouldn't need a thread locker because it's gonna kind of thread lock itself, if that makes sense. Give me a little bit of trouble because it's dirty as well. So, when you're torquing this, the important thing here is to make sure that the gaps in the barrel nut line up with the hole in the receiver for the gas tube,
Which we'll show you in a second.
as well as making sure it's torqued. About there should do. Give it a little bit of force.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Alright, so there's going to be a hole in the slip ring assembly, which lines up on the other side here with the spring. There's a gap in the spring, and in the snap ring, which holds the spring in place on the barrel.
There you go. You can see the light coming through it.
Yep, it's not perfectly lined up,
But
it needs to be lined up enough that you can get the gas tube in there. So there's a little angle on the gas tube.
can you show that angle to the camera?
Yeah.
See how it has that like slope?
It's got to drop, right?
Yeah.
So this end here goes in the receiver. With that slope, you can hold it at an angle, and that allows you to line it up and not have to worry about bumping into the A-frame here. Line that spring up better.
Sometimes you need to finagle a bit.
Yeah, they can be a little bit finicky sometimes, but let's see, just went right in. Again, this one's pretty dirt nasty, so give it a little bit of persuasion there. Okay, and then we line it up. Seats back into the hole
No.
on the gas block. Okay. Before we drive that pin back in, we need to do one final check to make sure that everything's aligned properly. I'm going to take the bolt carrier assembly from the rifle, disassemble it. We just need the carrier. Okay.
Gas key with gas tube.
Correct. Yeah, we want to make sure that those line up.
Do you want the charging handle?
Don't need it. So, pop all that out. Up our ejection port cover. All we're going to do is just drop the carrier in.
You can see the gas tube.
And it should just drop right in free without issue, right?
And you can see that gas tube that it's slipping on right there, protruding.
Should just drop right onto the gas tube.
And then if you pull it out, I'll show you the gas key that they're looking for.
If this hangs up, there are adjustments that can be made, especially if it's like super torqued on there and you don't want to loosen it. Sometimes you can bend the gas tube a little bit, but that's really not ideal. It's better to just make sure everything's lined up.
But yeah, that's the gas key that is slipping over.
Correct. Okay, so now, just throw our pin back in place. Make sure the hole in the gas tube is lined up with the hole in the gas block, right there. Got our little pin here. I like to grab these with a pair of pliers.
To hand start it.
Yeah, and then just take our copper hammer so we don't damage anything.
Copper or brass if you have brass.
And it depends on the toolkit and whatever you got.
Soft metal.
Anything that's going to be non-marring. You can use plastic if you have like a hardened plastic. But, just get the hole lined up. Give it a tap to get it started. And drive it down a bit with our roll pin punch. And then what I've been doing is using this little...
You can kind of see when it starts to get flush.
Yeah. Use this to kind of open the pin up a little bit just so it stays tight.
Don't want it slipping out.
Exactly. Okay, it's nice and flush. That's that. So
And then we reassemble.
Grab all these. Take them back around. Now, I'm going to show you this as well while we're here. This is why this is a 23 level task, not operator level. People have a hard time with these little fingers.
Pause.
The fingers are there to hook underneath the barrel nut into that gap around the gas tube.
Between the gas tube and the...
They have to seat in there properly or this won't close. The other thing too, you'll see guys, when they get stuck, they're beating on it with a hammer.
Another thing that I see a lot personally is this up
Oh
here.
yeah, they'll just stick it on there and
Like that. That is not...
that's not correct at
No.
all. So when you're assembling this, that spring
Needs to go under.
underneath, right?
And those paws need to drop under as well.
Yep, see they're sitting down.
Can you show incorrect real quick just so we can see what incorrect looks like?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Incorrect too, you won't even be able to get it on all the way. Oh, never mind, I got it first try.
No. People can do incorrect all the time.
Well, they will, but it'll like...
It looks wrong. You'll see it.
That's why you also need to undo that screw all the way. Let's see if I can get it that way. The thing with these, right? Like I had to physically try to get that on there wrong.
Yeah,
see, it
but
didn't hook inside the barrel nut. It won't go all the way.
Yeah.
And I've seen soldiers get them right here,
and then they
start
force it.
wailing on them with a hammer. And all that's going to do is jack everything up. All this aluminum. I mean, these rails are aluminum. Your slip ring assembly's aluminum.
It's
You don't wanna
not
jack
ideal.
that up.
So do it the right way. Take the time.
But if you're not a maintainer,
You won't know.
don't fuck with this. It's not your job.
There it goes.
Now it's in place.
And you can see it's the right way because those paws aren't showing.
Yep. It's all flush.
The fingers, paws.
The ring's sitting all the way forward.
Then you just tighten that down to cinch it in. Did you want to add your top rail, or did that not have it?
It didn't have a cover.
Oh, cool.
These are a pain in the ass when they have the top rail cover too, by the way.
Yeah, they are.
But let's get that nice and tight.
I mean, I feel like an easy... Oh, maybe I'm wrong. So
Well, a lot of them too. We were seeing this a lot with new manufacture. These are assembled incorrectly, right? There's a little cutout on the rail that this spring is supposed to sit in. And they put them on backwards, so they just flop around like that. Drives me crazy. I don't know why they do that. They're coming from the factory like that for some reason. Anyway, once you're there, take your lower hand guard. Remember that space is that space cut is the front, right? And they have numbers on them if you're really that confused. So it should sit that way so you can read the numbers when you're behind the rifle. Speaking of which, hand guard or rail protectors on correct or incorrect.
again.
See, it locks in place. Okay, so now slide that over the little retaining ring. slide it
And,
back, just like
did we
that.
fix that plating issue? Because it was loose before. It's still a little loose.
A little wiggly, but it's a lot better than it was.
Yeah. The only way to truly fix that would be replacing the...
You'll have a certain amount of play in all these. I mean, this one's got a little bit there. It's kind of hard
But
to see.
significantly better.
This is basically normal now. And I could, I mean, you can see there's a gap here. I could bring that down more if I wanted to. I don't really think it's necessary. So that's that.